Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Williamson. I wanted to provide you with some instructions for registering for your comprehensive final exam in NU 507. I can't believe that it's really that time, but it is. So this is a proctored exam. You may or may not have taken a proctored exam for you, but this is found under Module 13 is where you'll find this information. The proctored exam will be given to you through a service called Examity. This is actually independent from Jacksonville State University. They're a proctoring service that we use, and we have a contract with them. And so you actually will schedule the exam yourself through Examity. So there is a website that you'll go to here. This you can click on this right here, and it will take you to the area that you'll go to. It'll take you straight to the JSU Examity site. It'll give you some information about Examity. For faculty, right there is where it tells me about it, but it will tell you right here. Let me go down. What will Examity session be like, how to set up your account, to check your system, to schedule your exam, and then just how to get back in it, the cost and fees, and all those kind of things. So I have actually set up the exam through them, and so they have it in their system, and they will be ready to go. As you know, from seeing your course calendar, I'm going to go back to here. From looking at your course calendar, your comprehensive final exam is scheduled for November 29th, and you can schedule your 2-hour time slot on November 29th, beginning at 9 a.m. in the morning and completing your exam no later than 9 p.m., and that's Central Standard Time. So when you register, you just pick whatever time is best for you during that 12-hour window when the comprehensive final exam is open. This is a 75-question exam. We have what's called Level 3 proctoring, and so that will mean that somebody will be viewing you from the proctoring service while you are taking your exam. I have the cost laid out on here, but remember that's subject to change on there. So this was the prices the last time I checked. And so just be sure that you ask them about that when you register, because again, this is something you do apart from JSU. I can't register you for this exam. JSU can't register you for this exam. Only you can through this service. So you'll need to log in. I think there was if you scheduled your exam within the final 24 hours before it was to be administered, that there was an upcharge on that. So just be sure that you go ahead and register, because that could have changed as well. I think that it's never been like if you wanted to wait until a week before to schedule it, there wouldn't be an upcharge for that, but anytime within that last week they could have changed it, and so it would make your exam be more expensive. So of course we don't want to do that, and two, you want to make sure that you're able to get the time that you need and you have a proctor that's available. But I have given them the instructions to allow you to schedule the exam between 9 a.m. in the morning and ending at 9 p.m. at night. So any 2-hour window that's convenient for you, that's when you can do that. This is a comprehensive final, and so it will be on all your modules that you've worked on for up to this point. You'll study very similar to how you've studied in the past, because it can come from any of the content that you have had on the exam. Some of the questions will be very similar to what you have seen, and so if you have done well on the exams, or if you haven't, that's the type content that you'll need to be studying for, because it's multiple choice questions from your modules which you've already had. There won't be any new content that will be introduced on this exam. So just be sure you go ahead and read all of this information that it tells you in here, and then be sure that you register with Examity. It will have you run through some areas where they're checking your computer, and so it'll check your connectivity, it'll check to make sure that your camera is working, that kind of thing. So they'll have you run through that when you register for it, and then they'll also have you run through that the morning of or the afternoon, whenever you schedule your exam. They'll have you run through that as well. They'll have you show them the area around where you're taking the exam, and that's all just for test security and making sure that no one is using resources or anything like that, because this is a resource-free exam. You will be just tested on your knowledge of the content. Usually people do very well on this exam because it's very similar to what you've had before. So if you were to have any questions about the exam or the scheduling of it or anything, and you've read this, there's something that you don't understand after you read through this, then please let me or your course faculty know, and we'll be glad to help you. So I hope you have a great day and good luck on the comprehensive final exam.